Yeah, that's the problem, right? Trying to figure out how you play against this kind of style. You get more aggressive on the defensive side to try and seize back a little bit of that room that, as I said, NIP would probably give a lot of space to Liquid. And my logic for picking NIP as the favorites in this series was that I feel like in general, you know, when you take risks like Liquid have been, I'm not going to favor you. You're in uncharted territory, and I'm not comfortable with that. I'm a stats man. I like what works. But right now, whatever Liquid are doing is working. They've come ahead in the series. Not quite come ahead in this round, though. It's been traded out of HP to start things off. But Hip, he's playing a little bit scared now. He's being spotted over towards the back of C, and he's heard players come into Garage. A lot of control lost for NIP, and a lot of ground taken for Liquid to execute.
Hip's got to be careful from this position. Or Link's pre-firing it as well. Tapping away at Hip, and actually takes a lot of health away from him. They're trying to fight off against it, and Nip may be picking up some kills, but Link's chiming in with some of his own. The shorty in play, and he's absolutely loving it, getting the job done with this. But can he find much more? Rhyme ready on the side. He sees the dash out. Fearov's in a great position to do some additional damage, and Rhyme working his way around the side. Might sideswipe Eccles here, who doesn't expect it at all. This is huge from Rhyme. He's pushing forward. He's making it work, and they're just spamming through the smoke right now. Scream, he's all alone. And this is so difficult for him to deal with. He's missing so many shots. It's unlike Scream. 1, 2. He's got invulnerable. He's healing up. How is he trying to get away with this? Eventually, Lucka puts him down. The spike will be defused. But this is what we keep saying about Scream on this Raider. What on earth?
It's mad. Just seeing him dance around like that and almost win the round. If he survived just a little bit longer, that could have been his. It was just literally a second away. But in the end, my God, look at this heal.
But for Nip, they've got a pistol. It's the first pistol they've won of the series so far. Give them a great opportunity in this, and they need to make sure they make the most of it. And that's exactly the start they wanted. Lucka finding a kill. Kree may be able to get one as well. Liquid trying to tap away and hold position, but a big advantage sits with Nip.
Oh, that stun is perfect. The fault line puts a massive fault in Team Liquid's attack. Good flash through. Okay, there might not be an operator in play, but they're just as scary when it comes to these rifles.
Now, one thing, Mitch, you forgive me if I'm getting this incorrect, but I remember many times we've watched Liquid, and their defensive side has been the one they've had the more dominant performance on. When it's come to their attacking side, we've often seen them get off to slow starts in this similar kind of fashion. And actually, I thought with this composition, it might be a bit of a difference with it. So I'm really excited to see how it might pan out for these buy rounds here.
Yeah, their defense versus G2, I think that's where they had like an 8-1 scoreline to close out the map. That was an insane defensive side over in the Allied Odyssey. And for Liquid, you know, one of the reasons we were looking at them is potentially being able to take down G2 back then. It's been a long time since they've felt, or since we felt that comfortable in their performance. But oh my, look at that is a very aggressive peak with a Marshall.
Yeah, I'm guessing he didn't expect him to be that pushed up on it. But Hip's in a good position to do some serious damage. He starts off with one, but the rest of Liquid swarm the site. No problem at all for Eccles. The spike's going to go down, and with guns in their hands, Nip didn't have the upgrades.
It's not like that's a Brim smoke, and he can throw it from anywhere. You know someone's in Garage, and then you just peek in with a Marshall. Like, why? What is that? He's sprayed down. You can't do that regardless of what weapon you have, regardless of what kind of round it's in. And Looker, oh no, he's just taken down two. That must have been a collateral. No, it wasn't. That was on two different angles. Yeah. Gorgeous work.
And the thing about Lucka, I spoke about this on day one, the fact that the way he plays on Haven, he's always pushing out of Garage, right? He doesn't go to take for the normal hit on B. He'll look to move his way around. And
remember those shots? He's quick-scoping people. He's dominating one after another. When it came through to these fights over on the A side, it was a pleasure to watch him play. What is also kind of an annoyance if you're Team Liquid is that Looker changes up pretty much every round. Whether he's playing towards C long, in Garage, or B side. I rarely plays for the early A peaks, but it can happen as well. And it's that level of never really knowing, you know, you peek around an angle and maybe there's an AWP watching it. I'm ready to take those shots. And so far in this tournament, Looker's been pretty damn consistent.
Oh, the timing, Soul Gas. Doesn't work out for him. His teammates fall around him. Scream's able to fire back with one, but a smart way of staying alive there for Soulcast, but is it going to be enough to help them net the round? They're still down one man, and they're going to back away from A for now.
I mean, that was basically 3 kills. The peek through by Sova, he gets the ultimate, and then the 2 players. That could have really spiraled out of control. I feel like, you know, we had the Rolling Thunder come through, but the pop of the ult, when he tries to run it back, could have been very dangerous.
Oh, this peeking if they don't check the corner. Nicely done by Scream. Links there to get Rhyme as well. One more in their sight. But look how Scream is playing it with that Reyna again. It must be so infuriating if you are Nip. You feel like you're able to tap him down. He's just slowly getting healed up the whole way through as he pushes on forward. Now Lucka all alone in a 1v3. And unless he gets a pick early on, he might just back away, hold on to this operator and save it for the next round because it's still very close. It's
Scream, you push forward. I'll cover you. Just see what you can do. And he's like, I got it.
Do your thing, baby. Do your thing.
Let's fly.
But still very close in the rounds, right? 3-2. Okay, you got the pistol and the follow-up for Nip. But then when you lost the next gun round, it was the buy-up after that helped him stay within it. And ready, Lucka popping the ult. Fear off. Well, he's able to get one, but then straight on top of it is Scream. Lucka tempting fate with that. You don't want to peek into it. With the knives popped, the ult's already been spent. You might want to play a little bit more defensively in a round like this where Liquid are directly looking for you.
Yeah. Well, obviously off the back of that opening, so first of all, the reason that Looker didn't have the operator, he has his ult, so he gave it over to Firith just to get an extra weapon up in the round. Firith gets the kill, but he can't dash out of there because he's a Sova, so he's stuck in the open, just wrecked. For Looker, he wants to get aggressive because they spotted out that long players, this could be very dangerous. He cannot afford to wait. Oh, up close. He can't even get them off. He just thrown down another smoke. That's so unfortunate for Looker. But Kree, he's in the corner. He gets one. Oh, no, it's falling apart. Liquid maintain the advantage. And now, they're not even pushing out to C. They're taking their time. They're hitting the brakes.
The smokes, the flashes, the confusion was there for all players that were involved, but Liquid can back away. They do need to get their skates on a little bit, though, with 25 seconds to play with. Cryptic's looking to lead the charge and push on up. The turret's up high. They'll easily deal with it, but this could be huge from Ryan. This could be the thing that saves them. Tries to make it work. Committed the ult. Comes in with a spray, but Link still deals with it. Operator in hand. They've only got hip to find, but is his position going to be checked? He starts with a spam. He's not impressed with that. You saw, right, they were pushed for time, so Scream wanted to jump straight in and get the plant on go. And already in this round, it started to go fast and furious, but this time in Nip's favor. Fear off. Oh, he can't escape that in time. Walks back into Soulcast's molly. The fire at his feet. And this could actually give them a chance to play with this. Lucka playing it smart. Doesn't want to be tagged up by the turret at all. They're going to have a good idea of where he's gone, though.
Oh man, Fearoth's just been aftershocked. He got Molly.
He's not Irish. You can't keep saying, oh man.
My man. My beautiful Irish boy, Fearoth. But yeah, he got wrecked, mate. He got hit by everything under the sun. He was already like 6 HP as well. This push through, it's dangerous because Looker's got the timing. He snuck into Garage, coming up behind them. He might just get this spike and stop it from being planted. He does. Gets out of there. Time now on their side. And a 4v2 as well. Liquid need to gain some ground. And this is a great opening by Eccles, actually. Good start to it. Now they can actually afford to... Oh, with these no flashes, he really needs to pull the operator off the angle, but instead it's just going to be the dry peaks that are working out. Sneaky, because otherwise they would have played that much more passive, but they had to push. Cryptics had to try to cross the site in Looker's sight lines. Eccles had to push spawn because they needed a plant. They needed to create some space to allow that to happen.
And this is this defensive side again that we saw last time around from NIP when they were going up against G2 that we were impressed with. How many more rounds can they net here against Liquid? Oh, Kree going to be forced off the position. He's done a nice bit of damage. Can't find the kills just yet. Link's got to be careful. Those shock darts coming out towards him.
We end up in a position... I do feel like at the moment, with the control that NIP have, they can stack up A fully, and they've already got the 4 players here. Liquid should have realized that. Oh, no! What is this? Lynx just wrecked them. The paranoia wanted to be thrown out by Korea. Hips fall. Oh, he's doing it again.
He's activated. He's making it work, but they've still got 1 player to find. Scream's in a good position. He's healed himself up, and he's got a Vandal to play with. Rhyme now in the 1v2, and the problem for him is he doesn't have much information to play off, but he does have the flashes to try and make work.
Did they realize where that came from? I think that they might have. Yeah, they're backing off. They're conscious of sight. They know where he is. I think it was an attempt at a fake from him, but he realizes now the jig is up. The game is given away, and Rhyme's able to pick up one. Now he can actually tap this and maybe just buy himself a little bit of time. They're not going to peek him, though. Scream will just tuck away in the corner. And this should be it. There's not really much time left. Scream's just going to wise swing on this. Easy kill. We should do that. We should have that for players. Like, guess the player.
Mixwell and Scream are going to be an easy one for all the guys watching the streams of them non-stop.
Yeah, Scream's hair gives him away now.
Yeah.
It's the thing. Well, looking at 5-3, looking at a buy for NIP. We should be seeing another one up on the board for Liquid. This is one of those rounds that it should just be boring, right? Should be a nice, just clean-cut round for NIP. Or for Liquid, excuse me. As NIP just have those pistols. See if they're able to dish out any punishment, maybe save over a weapon. In the grand scheme of things, you know, we have NIP off to that good start in the early half. Now they need to show that, you know, that was the problem, that they just couldn't get those early rounds up. Because if they allow Liquid to build up that momentum and really pull back into this, it could be very dangerous. Solkas opening this one up nice and cleanly.
Oh, it continues. The flashes are just perfect. Liquid bundled their way into the B site. No problem at all to get the spike down. Yes, they're only going up against pistols, but just the execution when you look at it, it's like everything that Nip were trying to do to just find an opening, find entry, even shoot a little bit, was delayed by flashes coming straight up in their face. And now Hip, he's just holding down the end of C-Long. They know exactly where he is.
When it comes to ultimates, though, you can see Liquid are miles ahead. And considering the comp that they have on the attacking side, their ults are really scary. We've already seen the combination of Lockdown alongside Phoenix's ult to just run through and find those kills while the players have to fall back. I'm curious to see if we see that again or some more takes on how to use Lockdown.
Oh, Fear Off trying to tag up as many players as possible, soften them up for later on in the round. Not going to work out the way he would have liked it to. Kree still hanging around, hoping that someone might push up into him. But Liquid, they're keeping it defensive. They're well aware of what's going on, but will they expect Lucka? Oh, the position! The timing just didn't work out for Lucka. He just got there. But that will mean that Nip have a good idea that they're not towards A long for now. And it could be just another B bus coming straight in. Fear Off on the edge. He's ready and waiting for it. Kreese teleport himself in. Is it going to be enough? The flashes once again. But the Phoenix ult's going to be destroyed.
Go the TP up top. It's dangerous. Kreese being caught out before by this kind of stuff. He's trying to shoot the spike.
Oh!
That's not quite how it works. He's being pushed into the back of the side into safety, but he's not safe enough. Solka's still able to hunt him down and put a 2v4 on the board. For Liquid at this point, it should be an easy spike plant, then even easier because they're pushing into the A site, which is completely open.
Again. You love this from Liquid. They do it so many times. They'll hit B, they'll hit B. You've seen them this on their previous compositions of agents, but this is a tried and tested strategy from them. Get B site control.
Because although it's been close so far, it's the context in which we've gotten here. And I think in the buy rounds, Liquid have looked far cleaner. They forced down a double Marshall buy from NIP as well. A very weak investment, saving over for the next round. But Liquid have also got so much money right now. They can invest into everything they want. You might even see double operators come out in the next round just at the start, depending on how many weapons they save over. Because going into that final round, they can do whatever the hell they want.
Kreese would have heard the footsteps jumping away. This might give them an opportunity to get very aggressive, further than what he has done. Try and catch some of the Liquid players off guard. They're fully focused towards mid and B for now. It's all going to come down to how fast Liquid want to take this. Lucka right on the edge with the knives in his hand. This could be huge. Oh, he misses on the right click. Scream doesn't have a clue where he is. Lucka still gets the kill, but that's all he's going to get. He continues to just be so unlucky with the right click. He thinks it's going to hit and they just dance all around. Fear Off hoping he can chime in with a bit more of that Marshall, but still the weaponry is heavily in favor of Liquid. They've got the site control and Fear Off. There might be a slight timing he can work with here. But Link already got the cover fire on go. Well, you said about the potential The double operator setup, and it is in play for NIP. They want to make it a 6-6 first half here. It started off so well for them, but Liquid, they found a way to make it work. Fearoff takes a shot in the dark as the flash goes out, but he's not able to make it connect. And Liquid now at least will regain control. Fearoff wants to try and poke onto it again. But Link, he says, I dare you to poke me, and I'm always going to win that duel. I know your game, and I'll play you at it all day long.
We're playing over towards the A site. That's the game plan for Liquid. Echo's in a little bit of trouble here. He gets peeked from top mid. Easy kill. But Liquid are just going to blitz out to A on the back of that. They know they've lost a player. They've lost their mid flank. And so it's all about playing that very two-dimensional approach of just running up through long and short. The ultimate goes down for Cryptix. The lockdown keeping his opponents. Look at where it's pushed them to.
Wow.
The far side of B as the spike is planted, and only now can they start making a move. That has bought them so much time, and it's even allowed Looker to, or not Looker, excuse me, it's allowed their Jet to get right up into heaven. Link has got a great position there to lock down the post plants.
Still a chance here for Nip. It is a 3v3, but Link, he finds Lucker. And he's not going to be finishing anytime soon. Free looking to avoid the rolling thunder, but Scream there, ready and waiting. Link's just flying out with a knife early on. We've got a Reyna and a Jet ready to push through Garage potentially on the side of Liquid.
Yeah, we could be looking at a very aggressive play, and I'm all down to see it. Liquid, a team that obviously NIP are used to getting aggressed by after that previous map, certainly. And it looks like they better be used to it because Scream, he goes out, he pre-fires it, and then just bails on back 2 bullets later.
Oh, the bait as well, because Link's there with the shorty. Is he going to be checked by the drone, or Reyna deals with it? If this isn't checked, Link is going to do some serious damage. One goes down, and the second. Link with the shorty plays again. He's going to try and get out of there, and he does escape with 13 health. Link, the Jet, I'm loving it from start to finish. Tom said he wanted to see it. Well, so do I. I want to see some more of it. Because Liquid right now, they're in their comfort zone. And they just...
You got to throw them some breadcrumbs, you know, every now and then. But, yeah, like, NIP overall, it's not like some of the losses we've seen from them so far have been like Korea not being there, Hip being really flat. This is like the whole team are just having a all right performance. No one is really stepping it up, and that's what we need. And it's not like this is a very two-dimensional team where we look at, you know, these 1 or maybe 2 players are the guys that can do the damage. Everyone on NIP has shown capability in the past. It's just not quite there with the likes of FPX, G2, and then Liquid. And it is kind of deflating, you know? Especially considering, as you brought up that great point about how the previous NIP roster, they didn't exactly survive very long. So with these kind of results, where the previous roster are essentially almost overtaking them, even with the lineup changes, obviously that's a bit different. But yeah, you know, are they really going to stick by you? Are you feeling comfortable right now? I don't think so.
Oh god, this is chaotic. So many pistol shots coming in, but still, somehow, some way, the kills are going the way of Liquid. Yes, they have the upgraded weapons, but there was so much damage just done there by NIP.
Absolutely.
Lurking Lucker. He might get shredded himself.
Early plays as well towards the second half. The buy rounds have looked way better for Liquid as well. I don't really know what I'm thinking of as a positive. They need to win this round. They 100% need to. There's not a single rifle in play for Liquid. And I feel like, you know, often you're going to upgrade 1 or 2. You're going to look for a little bit more future-proofing in there. I think this is just sheer confidence. And straight away 1-for-1 trades. That's perfect. That's like a round like this. If you can find 1-for-1 trades, Liquid are over the moon.
Sadly, though, for Soul Class, he might have been able to escape had he not been blocked by his teammate. It was a little bit of quick decision-making that couldn't go in their way. But the 1-for-1, you'll take it given the weapons. Eccles looking to try and get on a flank here. And he's actually able to pick up Rhyme. That's a huge pickup. Lucker now trying to turn the tide for him. Does have the better weapon to deal the damage with. And the numbers will stay in favor of NIP as Fearoff looking to try to sneak round. Link's in a great position, but he just gets caught trying to move around. It's all on Scream, and it's a 1v3. You can't expect much from him in this. More some damage control, picking up a weapon and seeing what he can do.
See, the weapon he has right now doesn't allow for the one-taps, but look at what the machines just managed to retrieve. He's making sure he's safe to pick it up, clears the wider angle, then goes back for it. The thing is, the time isn't great. It's against him for sure. And you know you're going to be running into crossfires, so there's no need to go for this. Really, he's now being spotted, and so running in towards the A side's the most likely play. And yeah, he's just going to create a little bit of space and look to save this weapon.
Well, this is good, though, right? Nip Okay, you lost the pistol, so out of the whole series so far, we've had 4 pistol rounds, they've only won 1. But you bounce back on a buy round. You don't allow it to get too crazy, too out of control from the Liquid side. Problem is, Liquid will have enough money, though. Head bop him. He's got some Stormzy on in the background. He's like, hell yeah.
Oh, he's been doing some dances. You saw that one that started it out yesterday? He had a choreographed dance. I loved it. I want to see them all, like a team. I want to see Liquid do it. Just a choreographed dance at the start of a game, all 5 of them.
Scream can be like the hype man at the front, right? The rapper, and then everyone else behind him, bigging him up. He'll drop like a UK-Belgium rhyme track. The trap right now is Scream in the corner. Cryptics may have fallen, but he gets sideswiped at the end. Eccles is doing his best to hold on and hold strong, but Nip have the site secured. It's still a 2v2, and Link's got that operator. Neither of them have taken any damage either, and plenty of abilities to play off of. And for Nip, they're very cautious on this. They know when they have to commit to getting that spike. Oh, this could be next level. If Soulcast is left unchecked, he's prone, he's ready. He's hoping they're going to fall for his trap. They're looking to expect it. Oh, hip! Nicely done. Headshot landed. The mind games aren't going to pay off. And Fearov, quite happily, planting the spike now. He's got the opposition, but for Link, he's looking for the turret. It's actually a new spot. Throws out the smoke. He's going to be tagged up a little bit by it, but they'll be well aware of his position for now.
That's a shame. That's a real shame. I love the approach by Link. Oh, he's taking down. Really, credit goes to Hip in that round for cleaning up the site, but then more importantly, being able to expect that player's soulcast to be tucked in towards the spawn. I don't know how he expected that. I really don't. Like, they hadn't planted yet on B, so odds are those players are still stuck out on either site and waiting for the plant to come through or holding their site. The fact that Soulcast was there, I thought was a guaranteed kill. But Hip, his brain's just too damn big.
But you see the problem there where, where Soulcast was holding that position? It's like he sees the shoulder first, he wants to go for the headshot.
Yeah.
But obviously Hip just had a slight quicker reaction when it came to it. We're waiting for that initial peak.
I mean, look, they've not gotten away with the win just yet for Liquid. It is still in contention, but this should be another round really going over towards the NIP camp. I would hope, at least. You've got some weaker weapons to play around. Scream obviously didn't need to invest in the previous round, so he's again got himself that rifle, but the rest of the team are really struggling for cash. And so, realistically, NIP come in with a big advantage. Ult popped by Looker as well. It's an interesting one. Now, if they open up A, I think it's pretty much locked down, but they need to go quickly. There's already a heavy stack coming in. 3 more players on the rotate, and Soulcast up close. He's spotting out the shorts clear, but whoa! Maybe his left clicks aren't so good.
The left click's not working out, at least initially. They're bundling away. They're going to run back to round C. They're keeping Liquid guessing, and they don't have a clue what's going on themselves. Plenty of time to get the spike down still. We played the old switcheroo. We went back and forth, and Nip, they're picking up the kills either way. Liquid spent far too much time having to run around. Rip is coming in with a pistol whip, looking for some more, but Kree's going to comfortably deal with it. And Scream with that Vandal will look to try and hold
Really, this is going to be the swing round. This is where NIP get to dictate whether they're actually fighting for this or whether Liquid are just going to steamroll them. This buy round has to at least be close, preferably go their way. Nice aftershock through. Soulcast gets out, but look at the HP he's lost.
Yeah, he's going to have to pop it and heal himself up. Early on, having to spend that ability is less than ideal, and they didn't achieve anything for it. Nip are fighting for survival, remember. They're down 1 map. They need to pick this up if they want to stay within it. This is the lower bracket elimination match.
A very important time. This is exactly where NIP have to be stepping it up. We need to see the best NIP we've seen. Their map pick didn't go their way, but they look way better on this one, that's for sure, which is a solid map when it comes to Liquid. Great opening by Link. Eccles' position caught them completely off guard. They're able to return the kills. They're pulling right back into it, and Hip, again, the monster that they needed. There goes Lockdown. Cryptics wants to push and destroy this. He wants to get up in their faces, but they're all here. There's 1 kill straight away. 5 seconds, he's got to run, and he's just catching all the kills.
He's just chilling, he's staying in it. It doesn't even matter. He may be detained, but Lucker won't be able to hunt him down in time. Now it's a 1v2, and that almost looked like it was going to be guaranteed Nip's round into the B site. Hip did everything he possibly could, but the wrong decision at the end there. Didn't wait for his ult to pop.
I mean, this is getting a little bit ridiculous. Just a little bit. Team Liquid pulling right back into that one. This is a round of individuals from start to finish. And as Looker wants to be the final individual to answer up, to match the performance that his teammate gave. Ooh. He's getting aggressive in towards the spawn, and he's managed to perfectly evade his opponents. I don't think he's got time to go all the way around. Yeah, he can't play the merry-go-round this time. And they've actually managed to creep on in and get towards the spike.
Oh,
There's
no.
committed. It's nice and passive, but it's enough to keep Looker away. He has a dash, so he could go in right after this is popped. He's going to go in right now, looking for the kill. He can't find it, dash out of there, and now it's popped. They know exactly where he is. The swing from Cryptix to close it out. A 3K for him, and just in time. He shut down Link. He left them in a spot where it looked like they were, again, going to be able to push it across the line. And for me, Hip has been the standout player for NIP. I called it before this tournament started that he's my favorite player. I think he's got definitely the most impact when it comes through to a lot of these, well, outside of the last month or month and a half, where he's been, as we said, messing around with agents and really mixing up his role. He has not looked comfortable, but when he's in his comfort zone, I think he delivers far and above what Kree does. This guy is, oh, well. Can't deliver a whole lot when that happens, and Scream, he uses his dismiss to quickly push up and get in their face. Even dodges the shot on the way out, but Kree, he's the man this round that's opening it up and taking down Cryptix, leaving the site wide open for the taking and punishing Eccles on the re-aggression.
This is nice from Nip, though. They've got the numbers advantage. They don't have to commit. There's still plenty of time. And they can run that clock all the way down. They want to reposition themselves towards A, and Liquid, they've left the site for now, but Soulcast starts to make a bit of a return towards it. And just in the nick of time. Does he want to poke on this, or does he stay defensive? Oh, nicely done. He's going to flash his way through. Oh, he starts off with a headshot delivery, but he can't get the kill. Lucker's there to finish him off. So much damage, but no kills for Soulcast, and that might be exactly what Nip needed to happen. Scream expecting the hunt to come in. He's healing himself back up. He's put himself in a great position. Full shield as well. And actually, with ults online, there's a possibility for Liquid to make this work. We hear it. It's going to come out. Link believes he can make it work. He dashes on through. There's a smoke in front of him. He's on the edge of it. Starts off with one. Looking for more. He's up high. The knives are there. He's backed up by Scream, and they are tearing Nip apart once again. They had the numbers advantage, but the teamwork is far too strong. Fear up on the edge of it, but Scream deals with him. No problem at all.
Belief player.
What a play from the Liquid side. The teamwork working out. Nip, they're getting so close, but how much more of this can they take? They start to close the gap, and whoa, here we go. Scream wants to make this work, and he does for now. Backs away, plays it smart, but he needs to deliver some more as well for the rest of his team, because instantly Fearoff's able to reply. The flash comes out, Rhyme deals with Scream, and again, this is Nip's chance over and over. Oh, and Link pokes back into Fearoff. An unexpected movement, but can Nip hold on to this lead?
They should be able to, Banks, but look at the HP for Breach. He is very, very low as they come pushing up through this alley. Cryptix could have the god timing on it. He's dropping down silently, but he's being watched. Kree is holding that angle. Oh, but he gets shut down through the wall, in fact, in the end, as Cryptix looks for more and gets it. Now we mentioned Breach is already very low. Ryan can't get a whole lot done, really, when it comes to straight-up aim duels, and he's even got a Bulldog. Hasn't upgraded either on his way back out. That is an odd position. They're going to start pushing on through. Solkis looking for a fight, looking for a duel. Nothing offered up for the Molly. No! This is huge. He's pulled back at just the wrong second, though. He still gets Rhyme. They might think it's clear now, though. They've got to go. That time is very low. Hip in a 1v2. He's the player that's made these happen before. He swings and he misses. That is Team Liquid getting the defuse, and 12 to It's been odd. It's been weird, but they're getting a reward, and you see it here. The amount of flashes that they've got that they can just keep on delivering. It doesn't matter what stage of the game you're at. These guys have got flashes. That's the be-all and end-all of it. Oh, retake. Well, they used 4 flashes. Oh, they've only got 3 left. Great. Like, there's no getting out of it when you come up against these guys at the moment. They are trying to make a new meta, and they're certainly making an argument for it here up against NIP. Coming into what could be the penultimate round of NIP's performance here in the Blast Twitch Invitational. Team Liquid are looking to dominate without any ultimates online. The ults are firmly in favor of NIP, and look at this. Straight dash through from Looker. He's already right in the back of B, and Kree's managed to open that one up. Helped out by Looker, they've got the advantage, and what should be a plant, but they're pushing through the smoke, and that's up against Scream.
Hip, though, he's ready for the challenge. He's ready to try and take it. It looked again so good for NIP, but we're back in a 2v2. Soulcast right on the edge. Kree ready and waiting for him. The smoke may be down in front, but it's not going to work out. It's now a 1v1. Hip cleans up with a refrag, but it's Killjoy on Killjoy action. Hip going to escape and back away to the A site. Get that spike down. He's got a turret to give him a bit of backup. Oh, and he's taking a more forward position. I like this. This might not be expected considering the turret placement. It's unconventional, but Hip, he's got the brains, he's got the smarts. For NIP, though, they're fighting too for now. Remember, we could be looking at a scoreline where those 4v2s both went the way of NIP. Then we'd be seeing 11-10 right now. If my math's any good, you know? Quick maths, all that stuff. I don't pretend to be good at maths, Mitch. That's why you're here.
11-10. I'm with you on that.
Hey, there we go.
I'm following. Yeah, NIP could be in the lead. Exactly. I 100% agree with you. And that's a pretty scary position, right? That I think Liquid have pulled themselves back into it quite a bit, but they seem to have the consistency and the depth there at the moment. For me, this is the Hip show, and we need to see some more of Looker. We need to see some more of Kree to really believe in NIP.
And that Killjoy being put down very early on. He tried him going for a poke around. He wants to find some more information. Just gets detained right on the edge of it.
They missed it.
Soulcast has found fear off though. Kree dance around to the back lines, and Link's just going to escape. Oh, this is huge work. How is he getting it done? With just the Spectre in his hand. He upgrades to the Operator, and they're in a good position to do some more. NIP now in a 5v2. Ryan trying to push through. He knows he needs to even up these numbers. He grabs the spike, but he can't run away. The flames are at his feet. Soulcast is delivering more. He's not done yet. Eventually he falls, but it's still 3v2. And Scream, he's making this possible. He's doing it all once again as Ryan is running away for his life.
10 seconds. He's got to commit to the plant. He pushes into B. He's just going to be wrecked. They've already got the rotate on. They're watching him cross.